Hey guys, welcome back to Empress Leah Speak, where I empower, uplift, and motivate you to be the best version of yourself. Today I want to talk about forgiveness and why it's key. Forgiveness. That's the topic today. Something that we don't hear, we don't talk about because we live in a world full of evil and sin. We live in a world that dwells on negativity, and a lot of people don't seek forgiveness or to be forgiven for the things that they have done. People would just rather say, oh, you're going to do this to me, or this is what I'm going to do to you. But we have to forgive, especially if you're somebody that have a good heart, that's righteous and want to be righteous. Forgiveness is key and it's very important. Now, if you're just some of those people, or one of those people that want to do dirt for dirt, out here trying to get your lick back, this message isn't for you. This isn't a topic or a video that you want to engage in. This is for people that are truly wanting to forgive and having a hard time with forgiving. I've been there. I've been there so many times. And even sometimes now, even as I fast, even as I've gotten in the Word of God more, sometimes it's hard for me to forgive, especially once I've given so much of myself in my heart. So I even struggle with forgiveness sometimes. And I think that a lot of people don't understand, even with me being a motivational speaker and an influencer, I'm here because of my challenges and my obstacles, because of the things that I went through. And I'm here to offer my advice, my experience, as to how to get through those type of things, and just overall just offer advice and be an influencer to those that don't have to even go through what I went through, to those that have the similar path that I have, and just kind of, going through the same things that I've went through. I'm an influencer because I go through these things. I encourage you to do better and to live your best life. Not saying that, these things are things that I'm not going to go through, that I should know, top off hand or top off the memory of what I should act on or what I should do. We all fail sometimes, whether it's with decision making, whether it's with a job, with parenting. We all fail at some point. It's all about getting yourself back up, brushing yourself off, forgiving yourself, and moving forward. So with that being said, forgiveness is what we're talking about today. And when I say forgiveness, I don't mean, oh, I forgive you, but I ain't doing this and that for you no more. I want to first dive in when I say forgive, I mean forgive from the heart. Forgive from the mind, forgive from your spirit. God wants us to forgive not 7 times, but 77 times. And that's what it states in the Bible. God is a forgiving God. So who are we not to be just as forgiving as He is? God forgives us for some of the things that we have done that we don't even forgive ourselves for. And when I say that, I mean, there are things that some of us hold on to from years ago that we don't even forgive ourselves about, but we expect for God to forgive us. There are things that we hold on to and we just can't believe that we did, or we just can't believe that we experienced, and it's just so distasteful. That's where humility, responsibility, and forgiveness come in at. You have to be able to be in a place where humility, to even be disgusted, like, ew, yes, I done that, and I can't believe I done that, but I did it, and guess what? I own up to it. And then I ask for forgiveness because I know what I did. I know it was disgusting. I know it was wrong, or what have you. And once I've acknowledged that, now it's time for me to seek forgiveness. And sometimes it's easier said than done. It's so much easier to just say, oh yeah, I forgive myself. If you forgive yourself, why are you still beating yourself up about the same thing? If you forgive yourself, why are you still going back to that same old memory that you hate, that you're so disgusted with? If you forgive yourself, why are you truly holding on to that? We think that we forgive ourselves, but we really don't. We don't until we let a lot of that go. A lot of that feeling go. We don't forgive ourselves until we acknowledge, yeah, I did that. That was wrong. That was stink. that was a little, but hey, it is what it is. Life goes on. That's when you know you've reached a point to forgiveness. And also, not even to say life goes on, but to also say, yes, I've done X, Y, and Z. Am I trying to do it again? No. Do I want to be cautious about making decisions going forward? Yes. And this is how I'm going to do it. When you forgive yourself, there's like a sense of overcoming what you've done and what it is that you need to do to move forward. Now, forgiveness is key because we want to be forgiven. We want God to forgive us. We live in an imperfect world. Nobody is perfect. I have done things, even though I'm a motivational speaker, influencer, I have done things that I'm not proud of. I have done things that I had to turn around and cry and ask God to forgive me for, because sometimes anger, hurt, pain get in the way of your righteous mind frame, of you wanting to do right and wanting to do the best thing and good things. And sometimes, like I said, we're not perfect, so sometimes things are gonna slip in. Spirits are going to slip in, and it's going to cause you to act irrational, and it's going to cause you to knock you off of your righteous path that you've been on. But at the end of the day, you have to seek forgiveness. You have to understand that, yes, you were angry, you were mad, you were hurt, but guess what? I was also wrong, and I need to seek forgiveness. I need to ask for this person to forgive me for the things that I have said, the things that I have done. I need to ask God to forgive me for the things that I have said and I have done. And I need to also ask for forgiveness from myself and just kind of redeem myself to just do better. Because it don't make sense to ask for forgiveness if there's no change in behavior. And that's another thing that we don't pay attention to. A lot of people ask for forgiveness and say that they're sorry and they apologize, but do the same thing in return. Do the same thing repeatedly. So that's not forgiving from your heart. That's just forgiving from your mouth. When you truly forgive from your heart, you change. You change your way of thinking, the way that you act and react. And even when you're apologizing and you sincerely mean it, sometimes people actually come with gifts when they apologize, and they show you, sincerely, I apologize and I ask for forgiveness and I will change my behavior. Now, things are not going to happen overnight, but when you sincerely are sorry and seeking forgiveness, you change your patterns, you change your behavior, you change what you did, whatever it is that you did to ask for forgiveness. You change that about yourself, because that's a place that's coming from the heart. You're seeking forgiveness from the heart. Now, like I was saying, we're all not perfect. We all have done some things. I have done some things, and I've sought forgiveness from the person that I've done things to, and also from God. I have forgiven people because I know what it's like. We should all know what it's like. We all have done things that we're not proud of, said things that we're not proud of. So why is it so hard for us to forgive people for what they have done to us when we want forgiveness, when we're imperfect? That don't make no sense. We have to be more forgiving for the things that we have done and said, the part that we have played in. I have played that part, but you shouldn't have done that. So forgive me for playing that part and making you feel like that, or provoking you to doing such things, because being provoked is also one of them that plays that role of forgiveness. A lot of us provoke people to do certain things and say certain things without realizing that, I played that role in provoking you to do those things. So with that being said, even if you provoke somebody to react or to act in such manner, seek forgiveness. Because had you not provoked that person, had they not even done what they done or said what they said. So at the end of the day, just as much as we seek forgiveness for the things that we've done and said, we need to seek forgiveness for provoking situations as well. And I know it's said in the Bible that children are not to disrespect their parents, and parents are not to provoke them. So God does not like when people are out here provoking, giving that, oh yeah, you're gonna do it, then do it. And don't put any provoking energy out there for somebody to react and overreact, or just to act in such a manner that could have been avoided. um so yeah, like I said, forgiveness is key. And another thing is that we don't realize, sometimes we be so hard up with forgiving people. I don't understand how we be so, as people in flesh, we're so hard up when it comes to forgiving people, but we want God to forgive us for the things that we have done. And it's just like, how can you even expect that? Even though God, Jesus Christ, he's not as a flesh. He's not a flesh. He's not here with us anymore. Jesus isn't with us anymore. He's not as a flesh. So with that being said, it's just like, yes, he understands. Can he relate? No, he can't relate. Jesus is Jesus and God is God. They are forgiving. They are loving. They are patient and kind. They are everything that we try to be. So with that being said, yes, Jesus, God, he understands. He understands what we're going through. He understands the hurt and the pain. But we still have to aim to forgive. We still have to aim to have that pure heart, and to know that we all mess up sometimes. We all jack up sometimes, whether it's intentionally, unintentionally. Just forgive. Seek forgiveness. Don't get in your own way by not forgiving yourself and forgiving people that have hurt you and done things to you. Don't get in your own way. And when I say that, I mean, don't block blessings and opportunities for yourself. Yes, not forgiving people can block opportunities and blessings for yourself. And that's being a stumbling block to yourself, sabotaging your own blessings and opportunities because you want to hold on and be grateful hearted, hold on and hold a grudge about something that don't even matter anymore. What matters today will not matter next month, will not even matter 2 weeks from now, because we have so much things that are going on in our life. Forgive, forget, let go, move on. And also, for those that have been through traumatic situations, like myself, I have been through so many situations that should have me crippled, traumatized, out here acting crazy, foolish. But because of God's grace and God's mercy, his love that he just showered me with, I can't be that type of person. It's not in me. It's not in my heart. So with that being said, not only does the not forgiving people cause a stumbling block in your own life, but that's what I was about to say. I'm sorry, it came back to me. But no, forgiving people but not returning back to that place. It took me a long time to reach that point. And to be quite honest, when I say long time, I'm saying like this year, 2022, I made up my mind and said, okay, I'm going to forgive you. I'm going to love you. I love you with all my heart because I'm a loving person. But there are some things that I just cannot go back to. There are some places, some people that have tried to damage me too much to my core that I'm getting emotional. But just saying, you can forgive. You can definitely forgive and not to go back. And that's what I struggle with for the longest. I would forgive and go back to the same situations, allowed to get hurt again and again, time after time, because I did not learn. I did not learn that I can forgive and still keep my distance. And that is a thing. We can forgive and still keep our distance. Just because you forgave someone and you love them, you adore them, but you don't want to experience that pain again. You don't want to experience pain from them in a much worse situation either. So just because you forgive doesn't mean you have to go back. And I think that's what a lot of us struggle with too. We think just because we forgive them that we're supposed to make up and be back in their grace. Sometimes God just wants you to forgive and keep it moving. Forgiving is key. You know, holding on and holding a grudge, that cheats yourself. That cheats yourself for being happy and free from holding on to unnecessary thought, pain, and just being grudgeful about what he, she, they done to you. Let that go. Let that hurt go. Be happy. Be free. Yes, they've done it to you. Yes, you forgive them. It is what it is. Life goes on. Okay, so if you enjoyed this content, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time. Peace, love, and happiness. Mwah.